BlackBerry is making a comeback as an AI infrastructure company. Its QNX software powers everything from connected and autonomous vehicles to medical devices, industrial robots, and other mission-critical systems. That business is fueling renewed optimism and enthusiasm on Wall Street. The stock surged this week on strong first quarter results. Joining us now is BlackBerry CEO John Giamatteo, and still with us at the desk is Sarah Hunt of Alpine Saxon Woods. Did I get that right, John? Is that basically what QNX does? Because I know this has been a huge driver for you now, right?
Absolutely. QNX is one of the fastest growing parts of the company right now. Power over 275 million cars around the world. Think of QNX really, Dani, as the operating system for the car. You have your Windows for the PC. Think of QNX for the car. All the key operating functions, particularly on the safety certification side of it. There's more software going into a car these days than ever before. That's really where we shine as a company.
Okay, let me put my Matt Miller hat on when it comes to autos. Because we have seen this trend. A lot of automakers have been struggling, especially some of the European ones, as especially sales have dropped in China. They've been more dominated. How has that sort of volatility in the auto market impacted you?
I think one of the things that's helped us navigate that pretty well is how we are diversified throughout the world. Basically, every car manufacturer, with the exception of Tesla, uses our operating system around the world. So if one market's up and another market's down, we tend to be able to kind of ride that wave a little bit better than most.
If I think about this as something that has grown into the automobile operating system, is that translatable into other areas, or is right now you have so much going on in auto, you don't need to be thinking about translating, you just need to go with what's going on right now?
100%. I think that one of the reasons I think we've been experiencing quite a bit of the fastest growing segment in the company right now is the general embedded space. Robotics,
okay.
Medical instrumentation, industrial automation. All of these applications and use cases that require real-time determinism, safety, security, certification, that's QNX is custom built for that type of thing. So that's one of the fastest growing parts of the company right now.
How did we not have that before? I mean, you would think that this is something with all of these things that you just mentioned, that there was an overriding operating system. Is this just better than what was there before?
I think as technology evolves, as the compute, the power of the chip, one of our biggest partners right now are NVIDIA, Qualcomm, Texas Instrument. So there's more compute power going into all of these devices and all these cars around the world. The need for a platform like ours, I think, has emerged as a real industry requirement.
How are you thinking about costs? Because I'm sure you're using AI in some capacity, which we can talk about, but the cost of that continues to grow. And then there's a real conversation happening right now of the cost of memory. And it's meant that Apple is raising prices, Microsoft and Xbox is raising prices. Are you feeling any of the pinch? Because if you have that NVIDIA stack, you have to have the high bandwidth memory of that too. And they have really, really strong pricing power right now.
The beauty of our model is we sell the software only directly. So we're not really encumbered by some of those hardware we used to when we were in the device days.
Oh, yeah.
But now that we're a software and services only play, that enables us to really participate on the high margin side of the equation.
Well, the other side of the coin is everyone's freaking, well, maybe we've calmed down now, but everyone was freaking out about software and AI. What is your moat as AI becomes more dominant and there's this real fear that it can replace a lot of SaaS systems?
I think one of the reasons why we've withstood the whole SaaSmageddon thing over the course of the last...
SaaSmageddon, I like it. I think it was SaaSpocalypse, but I like SaaSmageddon better.
Is easier to say.
Yeah, it is.
Over the last 90 days, 120 days, as that has really hit the industry, we've actually been pretty resilient about it because the types of solutions that we provide, the certifications that whether there's in the auto industry, there's a certification, ISO 26262. It's one of the highest levels. So a car manufacturer is not going to put software technology, safety critical software technology into the car unless it meets that standard. Very few, if any, meet that standard. So that's not the type of application that you could take an open source stack, an AI agent, slam it together and go put it inside a vehicle. So we feel that gives us a little bit of resilience against those types of things.
Well, that was going to be my question, because I think a lot of the concern was if you're growing by seat number and you don't need as many seats, then that's a growth problem. This doesn't sound like that. This sounds like every car is going to need its own and this is going to be an iterative process. It's not like you're trying to do it by, you're not growing the number of seats. It's just as the automobile industry grows, you grow. Not
only the automobile, I think that's an excellent point. And it's not just even one instance in the car. Now there's multiple instances. There's digital cockpit. You need a platform for that. There's ADAS. You need a platform for that. There's body control. You need a platform. So now there's multiple instances, multiple cores going in. NVIDIA, Qualcomm, they're developing a holistic car approach, and they've completely standardized it on QNX.
Fantastic.
So that's one of the reasons why we're really seeing that part of the business grow.
Are you going to ever bring the BlackBerry phone back? We're talking about this break. I mean, John, it feels like we're in this moment, maybe because the world is so insane right now, that we want the nostalgia, especially as our lives turn more into AI slop. I feel like it'd be so nice to just have that little keyboard back.
Tiny little phone.
Yeah, to be BBMing Sarah on the weekends. There's something about that feels really special.
It's not only people like you who give me this feedback on a regular basis. When I go home, I have 3 daughters, 28, 26, 24. Every time I talk to them, they're like, Dad, when are you going to bring back the BlackBerry? I don't think you'll see us get back into the phone game anytime soon, but software and services that power cars, that power phones, that power robots, that's where you'll see
What about other gaps? I have to say, one of the more interesting things about BlackBerry, and you yourself, John, is that you have been out very forward with M&A. Are there any gaps that you'd be interested in to fill via inorganic growth at the moment?
Right now, we're very open to it. Our balance sheet is shored up to a point now where we've got the means and the resources to do a play like that. But at this point, we're seeing really strong organic growth. We've got a huge upside opportunities in the automotive space with Alloy Core, this new platform that we rolled out, and the growth we're seeing with physical AI. So there's a lot of organic kind of runway for us to kind of go. If we see some opportunities, some tuck-ins, some things that can help us extend our leadership, we'll absolutely look at it. But it's probably not, the top priority thing that we're doing right now.